It's still doing the wrong one. Hey, this is Captain Herzon, explaining the Dr. Carl Coppolino case study timeline assignment. So this is posted in assignments, and this activity is worth 40 points in the all task assessment category, and it's due 10 p.m. on Thursday, October the 15th. You must use the information presented to you in this article by Collins Evans. Um, I think, oh, that's the rubric. Okay. I think you remember this article that I shared with you in class, and it's also included in the timeline. So meet Dr. Death. All right. Uh, and here's information. Again, this was written by um, veteran writer Colin Evans. Okay. All right. So let's take that away. All right. So back to this. Add pictures of the people involved with the case. So you'll need to do some research. I know what these people look like, so make sure you find the right person. All right. I've also included a rubric for this timeline that you can access right here. All right. So it's pretty descriptive. There's four sections. Each is worth 10 points. All right. For a grand total of 40 points. All right. So, this presentation, there will be a link here that actually goes to this presentation um, after this recording, of course. You have two options. For either one, make sure you complete page one of the presentation before submitting. This is your information, you, the biographer of this timeline. So you can either, option one, create your timeline on drawing paper, sized 9 by 12 or 11 by 14, and make sure that you turn it so you have the landscape um, orientation. Okay. Um, and you can use two or three colors. You can make it nice and colorful and eye catchy. Uh, And once that you're done, take your cell phone and use your app on it to scan your image. Uh, just I have what's called Turbo Scan. All right. I use this and I really like it a lot. Um, and then upload uh, your image onto page two of the slide presentation. I'll show that. Okay, option two is you're going to use the drawing tools in the Google Slides and complete the timeline starting on page three. I think there are like three slide pages of, so if you need enough space, you can space it out over three slides. Okay. You may add some color, but go easy on yourself. Okay. Don't make it too busy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with black and white. Okay. So here is um, to open this assignment, you click here and I have this presentation open already. So what you're going to be doing is using your cell phone, take a headshot of you yourself, um, dressed as Special Agent For me, it would be Special Agent Captain Herzon, and make a nice photograph of yourself, looking very professional and looking like you're a secret agent from Wooten Forensic Science. All right. Type in your name here after Special Agent so you can actually um, delete this line and just type your name in. Identify your class period. All right. And then the date of your biography. All right. Of your timeline. Okay. On page two, all right. This is if you're uploading your scanned image of your timeline. So, what you would be doing is taking this away. I'll do that. Well, I don't want to take that because I'm going to lose it. Um, but I just I have an image of a timeline, and forgive me, it's a little cheesy. I um, I found a timeline that was already completed, and here it is. It's a Beetle timeline, so you can adjust it to the size. If yours is required 2 sheets of paper, what you could do is add in another slide after this. Okay, so let me delete that. All right. So if you are doing um, the Google using the Google tools, I've already created a starting point for you. All right. And this is something, was kind of like the start and where uh, the couple of Carmela and Carl met, and you can see the placement of the year and some what medical school that they went to. This is where they met, actually, and before graduation, they got married and they had a child. So I have this information here, and for you to continue the timeline, here are the tools up here that you can use. Like, for example, create a new text box. All right. And if there's an image of another person that you're going to be introducing, you can do the same thing like this. All right. Put your year up here. Okay. We don't need precise dates. We just want the year. Okay. And every picture needs a caption, just like I did over here. You don't need any type of bibliography, like where you got the picture from. They're all available on the internet for free. So, what you would do is also box in, and what I used is 2 point. All right. And then when I actually type in, I used the font Calibri, and the size, um, I for the date, I made it stand out a little bit. I used 12 point, but for the text, I used 10 point. Okay, and it's nice and fine. Oops, what you want it to be easy to read. All right, so when you do go and um, present this, you can see how it's easy to follow along. All right. Now, how I actually attached it to this timeline. All right. I used this line. All right, to draw in my line. And once you click on this, you'll see. Oops, I'm sorry. Just got rid of it. You see, when you bring up the cursor right there, there's that little purple orientation where you can click on that point and attach it to your timeline. And what I do is I select not an arrow tip, but a filled circle for both ends. Okay. All right. And then you can just keep on adding. All right. Get rid of this. Okay. And off to the left here, you can see that I have set up 3 pages. All right. So the image that you see here, it's locked. You won't be able uh, uh, to copy this, or I'm sorry, to delete this in any way, because this is actually the starting point to give you some information of where everything really started. Okay. So make sure that you look at the rubric. And please don't wait until Thursday afternoon to actually start this, or at 6 p.m., because it's going to show in your final presentation. Um, it's always good to look at it on a daily basis and critique it. Okay. What you do like, what you do want to add or change. Okay. So, with that, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for period 1 and 3, or Tuesday for period 6. Fist bump.